Hi guys, I guess we are live. What's going on? There we go. Let's just situated this. I decided to have my live stream today be in front of the mound of records from my collection that I've transported across the country. They're here. I'm here. What's going on, Pirate? So we are gonna be just chatting music for a little while. Um, I've been pretty preoccupied with this move. Hey, Lily. So I didn't. There was no Wednesday video this week, which I sincerely apologize for. It's almost ready to go, but I wanted to make it perfect, so it will be out next week, and it'll be worth the wait. It's a two-part video. It will be out soon, but I didn't want to go completely dark this week. I wanted to have a little semblance of presence in your lives, so I wanted to make sure that I did a little live stream at the very least. I know it's kind of a weird time. I didn't really announce it more than a couple hours ago. I see there's 9 people in here right now. Hopefully more get the notification and can join. Maybe if you're at work on the West Coast and you want to slack off and hang out and talk music for a bit, that would be cool. If you are one of the people in here, please hit the thumbs up so YouTube will potentially show more people that I'm live, and then we can all have a nice little time. Which Chance the Rapper did I pre-order? I pre-ordered all 3. I have the bootlegs of all 3, but official pressings I'm on board with. I'll probably trade away or sell the bootlegs I have or keep them. I don't know. I think Acid Rap is supposed to be missing one of the tracks, Juice, I believe. So I think the bootleg has it. Hey, Lisa, what's going on? Hey, Mark. What's up, dude? You can't stay long? That's a bummer. Excellent early psych. I'll have to check that out. What's up, Alex? Yeah, the Denzel Curry Zoo 7-inch box set. I don't love 7-inch box sets personally. I feel like they're kind of cumbersome and obnoxious, but such is life. They're pretty cool collectibles. What's up, Bedhead? Is that how you pronounce it? Yeah, so this, honestly, this behind me is all my records. It's my record collection, plus a couple other cool goodies. Still in transit, guys. I'm in New York now. I'm currently, this is Jersey. I'm at my dad's place, which I have turned into an absolute warehouse, much to his chagrin. But, oh, Mark, I get the joke. I get it. You got all 4 Bay albums? Nice. Yeah, I'm waiting for 5 too. Bay 5 is incredible. What's up, Norral? Yeah, so like I said, the move is still happening. Obviously, I am mid-move. That's why I've kind of had only live streams the past couple weeks. I know you guys missed the content. I apologize, but it should be back soon. I'm just in this massive flux in my life, trying to keep the channel afloat. In the meantime, I'm still looking for my apartment. This weekend is going to be more apartment hunting. Who knew that apartment hunting in New York City is tough? I mean, I didn't know that, but I thought it would be a little easier than this. So it's hard to find the specification of a room that is large enough to fit bed, desk, and then all of my records in New York City. What's worse, apartment hunting or mattress hunting? I don't know. I wouldn't wish either on my worst enemy. I honestly think mattress hunting is probably harder. Is it cheaper than California? Yes, honestly, the places I'm looking at are in cool areas, and it's cheaper than rent in LA, more or less, which is interesting. What's up, Caesar? Yeah, moving does suck. Moving sucks, and it's really weird that this live stream has no music. It's kind of it's eerie. I like to usually play music. Speaking of music, though, let's just take a moment to acknowledge that TMR2 was pressed. It reached its goal, exceeded its goal. I think it was at like 219 when I last looked, out of 200. So TMR2 is going to be pressed. Dylan is so excited. I'm so excited. And we're getting the final artwork done, the final tracks over to crates to be pressed. I'm assuming that sometime in the next maybe a month and a half, 2 months, it should be hopefully arriving. Probably 2 months, I'll guess. Just enough time to get back in the swing of things for the channel and keep putting out sweet content. It's so funny. I've had so many good ideas for videos in the past couple weeks, and I just have no means to make them because I don't have anything situated. I don't even have my new computer yet. So you guys are in for a treat for sure. Can crates do reissues? Yeah, if I ran another pressing of it, actually I don't know how that works. Maybe if I asked them to press more, they could. I don't know. I've never actually looked into that, Lily. Have I gotten in contact with Evie? No, not yet, but I know we spoke about that. If I ever did a lo-fi hip-hop release, that would be a pretty sweet one to do. OMAM, is that of Monsters and Men? I'm not a huge of Monsters and Men fan. They're fine. I don't dislike them. I don't treat them like Mumford and Sons, but... Oh, could they repress? No, if you don't, you have to have the rights, Lily. Otherwise, you definitely can't press the record, unfortunately. I have not heard the new Blank Banshee. I heard there was something out. Isn't it supposed to be different than his 01 and Mega records? I heard it was supposed to be like a little different. I didn't have a chance to listen. I feel like I've been very it's been crazy. Like this past month and a half has been an absolute whirlwind of packing and moving, and yeah, it's tough. But I'm looking forward to having a routine back. Great backdrop, I know, right? I felt like I had to show it off. It's actually funny. I have a hallway over there that's just full of mailers. I'm gonna take a picture of it later. You guys are gonna crack up. It's ridiculous. Did I get the 10 Club live at Easy Street red vinyl? Of course I did. Of course I did. Matt in the house. Yes, I'm technically in a house. I am here. What's going on, Nick? I'm glad you made it. All right, so we got a nice little crew. We got 32 people for a random, unannounced or barely announced live stream. That's not bad. I'll take it. If everyone in here can hit the thumbs up button, that would be great. It costs you $0, and it helps the channel be promoted. There's also super chats if you want me to answer any question at length. But I'm not as distracted in this live stream as usual. There's no unboxing, so that is at your own discretion. There's a spider behind me. I would be terrified if there was. I think I'm good. Man, the question on mobile, the questions disappear so fast. Any thoughts on the new Black Keys album? I don't love the Black Keys. I like El Camino and Brothers. I feel like I talk about this in almost every single live stream. Jeff, you were the one looking for those. Okay, Jeff, please email me, and I'm gonna forward it to Adam, who's holding on to some of my back stock stuff, and we can figure that out. I forgot who asked me about that. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, I got you for sure. Why so many boxes? Well, Jim, I just moved across the country from Los Angeles, and I'm looking for my New York City apartment, and my dad graciously allowed me to put my entire record collection and collectibles in his apartment until I find a place. So, yeah, Aaron, I know. Early stream. I'm going to have to get used to the earlier stream. I'm going to have to, like, poll everyone. I guess I'll do it in the Facebook group, what the best time to do streams would be. Because, you know, it's right now everyone in California is at work, so missing out on that crowd, of course. But I don't know, if you guys aren't in the Facebook group, there's a pretty awesome Facebook group. It's called Too Many Records, with a bunch of stuff after it. So just look on groups for Too Many Records and make sure that you join it. What album should you go download on Apple Music right now? I mean, I was just listening to the new Tycho record, and it's phenomenal if you haven't heard it yet. It's called Weather. Hey, Jim. Yeah, Jim, is this your first time seeing Too Many Records? If so, welcome. I've been doing it for 4.5 years. I have a massive record collection, and I talk about vinyl. I talk about music. I share recommendations. I show off rare records. I do giveaways. Last year, or actually earlier this year, I threw a festival in LA where I sold 1,000 of my records to my fans, and we had bands playing, and we're gonna probably do it again on the East Coast next year. So yeah, welcome to the club, man. If you feel so inclined to subscribe, normally my content is a lot denser than a live stream. I tend to go into in-depth things, but you can see I have like 400 videos. Feel free to dive through. How can you support TMR? You can support TMR in a billion ways. I mean, one of the ways is you can get sweet TMR merch. We have this awesome TMR dad hat that I wear like all the time. If someone wants to drop the Big Cartel link in the chat, you guys should check it out. We have awesome enamel pins. We have shirts, and they're all super high quality. The album I just mentioned was Tycho Weather. Thank you, Adam. Yeah, Tycho Weather. It just came out today. It's Tycho's latest LP, his first one with vocals, and I am so stoked on it. I listened today, and it was just, it was beautiful. I really, really loved it. Listen to Cessa's Grandeza. I'll probably forget, so message me on Instagram. What's my opinion on the high prices of band merch? I think that, you know, band merch, when it's high quality, can justify a high price, but if they're just printing on like a Gildan tee and it's kind of crappy, I would say they shouldn't bust the prices up. TMR merch is very reasonably priced, and Adam, I don't know if you want to drop that link in the chat so people can check it out. We still have a lot of stuff, and it's one-run stuff. Once it's done, and then we're going to maybe make new stuff after. Someone just asked about moving records. I'm making a video. Mark, you can get a cap like the one I'm wearing if Adam puts the link in the chat, but he's being lazy and not doing it. I can't do it because I'm not on my computer. We have a Big Cartel store where you can get all the limited run TMR merch. And this hat is like really, really nice. What I was saying is that I'm making a video about moving with records once I'm all situated. I want to make 100% sure that the way I moved my records, that I didn't warp them all. They all look good, but you never know if something happened. Oh! Guys, did you just see what just happened? Ryan, did you just get a job, Ryan? What's going on? Tell me about your life. Ryan just hit me with the top tier super chat, 50 bones. It begins. If only Mike Alexander was here, it would become War of the Worlds Part 2. Ryan, you know the rules. You have to ask me a question. I can't just accept your gracious donation without a question. So, Mike is here. It's like I said his name, and he just appeared out of nowhere. I feel like I just summoned you, Mike. There's so many things that's happening in this chat right now. Yeah, it is very generous. I appreciate anyone that super chats, whether it's $1, $50, as Ryan and Mike tend to occasionally throw my way. It means a lot when you guys feel like you appreciate my content. And it makes me feel like I'm doing the right thing and I should keep going. So thank you. Has Adam posted the Big Cartel link yet? He was like, how can we support the channel? I'm like, I have a store, and he knows the link, but I can't post it because I'm on mobile. So it's entirely on him if he hasn't posted it yet. But someone was asking about where to get these sweet hats. We have a couple left, and I wear it like every day. Thoughts on Idols? I don't really know Idols. I've heard of the band. I don't know if it's my genre. He has not posted yet. Well, our friendship is effectively over then. What are the gas prices like? Dude, I don't have to worry about gas prices anymore. I moved out of LA so I can stop having a car, stop paying gas prices. All the money I spent on car insurance, on gas, on car payments, going straight to records. You think my collection's going smaller? No, it's going bigger. We're just like, it's like a bulking and cutting. Most people go to the gym and they bulk and cut. I bulk and cut my record collection. And you guys are going to be excited to see the directions I take it. Best Massive Attack album, not Mezzanine. Probably Blue Lines. Do I like Jefferson Airplane? Levon, that's so funny. My dad and I were just talking about Jefferson Airplane earlier today. That's so weird that you would say it. Yeah, I do like Jefferson Airplane. Do I use the same TMR hat all the time? Have I washed it? I haven't washed this hat since I've worn it. No, I guess that's kind of gross. Maybe I should. Can you wash hats? I don't think I've ever washed a hat. How many records do I currently own? I currently own somewhere between 1,500 and 1,700 is my guess. I thought I had 2,000 when I started and did TMR Fest, but I definitely had closer to like 2,500 or more. Do I like Cage the Elephant? I do not. How do I pick the artist that will get printed with my record label? I mean, so far the artists that I've chosen are friends of mine that happen to make incredible music. I have a bunch of artists in mind that I want to work with in the future that I don't know. So it's just really a matter of reaching out and hopefully having the clout enough for them to want to work with me in the label. I mean, so far you know, my track record with the label is pretty good. Fort Vine, the record turned out fabulously. People loved it. The sound quality, the audio, or the visual, the disc, everything was perfect. And I'm hoping that TMR2 is a home run as well, so I can say I'm 2 for 2, and then keep it going. I'd love to just like, you know, every, you know, 4 records a year maybe just keep putting out awesome music. An acoustic album release would be great with TMR one day. I agree. I love acoustic music, and yeah, if I can find like a really good acoustic album, I actually know of one in my head. The artist isn't proud of it and took it off all streaming services, but I love it, so maybe I can talk him into it. But yeah, the next TMR release is going to be amazing, and people are going to be more familiar with it. I believe. I hope. Say I wanted to repress, would I contact the label and say I want to buy the rights to X? I mean, I think it's a little more complex than that, but yeah, more or less, you got to contact the label and see what the rights buying process would be, and see, you know, it would be very expensive, I believe. Reissue St. Pepsi's Hit Vibes. Man, I think he's reissuing it right now. I think I read that. So, TMR3, Imagine Dragons boot. Yeah, Imagine Dragons. I'm going to do a TMR3 is going to be an Imagine Dragons box set with B-sides, so you can get every amazing song they've ever done. It's going to be really nice. When will the TMR Fest live performances be pressed? You know, unfortunately, that has kind of fallen in the back burner. I might try to release the audio separately, but I don't think I'll be doing I don't know. I don't think I'll be doing an actual pressing of it. Maybe. We'll see. Oh. 1 cent I thought, Mike, I thought you would go 1 cent over. But Mike's taking number 2. He's taking the silver crown, but not by much. Mike just hit me with the $49.99 super chat with the most important question. And the important question is, have I chosen a mattress yet? Shout out to Ryan. Well, fun fact, Mike, I have not picked the mattress out. I have no idea what mattress I'm going to get. And the further I go down this hole, the more frustrated I get, because the mattress industry is an absolute nightmare. So, you know, if what you guys just super chatted me, if you can multiply that by like 25, I can buy a Tempur-Pedic. But actually, I couldn't even do that because YouTube would take that cut. But I don't know. I'll figure it out. $99 for 5 minutes, not bad. Yeah, I mean, it pays to be a hoarder sometimes. If one of my records ends up no longer playable, what do I do with that album? The comment faded as I tried to read it. What do I do without that album? I look for another copy. If it's no longer playable and it's an album that's important to me, I definitely would buy a new copy, because records are made to be listened to, not to be broken on their shelf. That's what I believe. Hoarder. Make sure I emphasize the whole word. Hoarder. There you go. Pays to be a hoarder. I see what I did there. Well, now I can afford a good mattress. I don't know if I can yet. I don't know if that's... Guys, this right here, this is my clear audio. You guys know that? Remember that awesome turntable I got? My $1,600 beautiful turntable? It's right here. We've been separated for so long. I miss her so much. I can't wait to get this set up in the new apartment, wherever that apartment may be. Listening to music off the clear audio is just not as fun anymore. Any 7-inch for TMR? I did the 7-inch lathe cut limited to 25 for TMR Fest. but I probably won't do more 7 inches. Just sleep on the floor. You don't need a mattress, Ocho. Yeah, that's right. The Ocho doesn't need a mattress. The Ocho sleeps wherever he needs to. I'll just listen to records until I'm so tired that I can fall asleep on the floor. So I'll just stay up till 4 every day listening to records. I'll get through all my backlog. I'll be sleeping on the floor. I'll have horrible back pain. Yeah, that's probably the move. I mean, I can't figure out how to buy a mattress otherwise. My turntable is female. Did I name it? Spinderella. I just named it now, but I'm pretty happy with that. That speed. Spinderella is a beautiful addition to my life. We've been going steady for a while now. Go all out and make TMR3 a 16-inch. Damn. No record player could play it. Everyone would just try to put it on and it would fly off. Would I ever check out Milo's record store in Maryland? Yeah, of course. What headphones do I use at home and outside? I have a pair of Sennheisers. I forget what the exact model is, but those are what I use to listen to music inside. Outside, I have a couple pairs of headphones. I use some JLab earbuds that are pretty awesome. I kind of just for wired earbuds, I use cheap Amazon ones at work because I'm lazy. But when I'm walking around, JLab earbuds are great. Soul Republic makes good ones as well. Not a Skull Candy guy. I feel like I was when I was a wee lad, but not so much anymore. Who do I think is the best rapper of all time? Like the best, like straight up lyricist? Like Leandros, you have to give me you have to qualify that. Because are you talking about artist? Are you talking about beat maker? Are you talking about like just an MC? The whole package? Like that's a complicated question with a lot of different answers. Do I have my complete collection on Discogs? I don't, but one day I will. Eminem at one point was the greatest rapper of all time when it comes to lyricism. No one could spin a rhyme like Eminem with his first 3 albums. Yeah, I don't know. Little Ugly Mane's up there. MF Doom's up there. The most talented rapper. I mean, talent is so subjective. You don't know. I feel like my top 5 rappers, this might answer your question. My top 5 rappers of all time: Eminem, Biggie, MF Doom, Lil Ugly Mane, and Kanye. I mean, those are probably. I would sometimes put Kendrick in there as well. Nas is up there. Nas is a top 10. Some of the new guys are... It's happening again. I can't handle it. You guys are nuts. Ryan just hit the chat with his second super chat. It's on. They're trying to get me that Tempur-Pedic mattress so that I can sleep well. Ryan's currently taking the. I mean, he had the lead, but he just took the lead by 52 cents. I'm sorry, $50.02. Took that lead, but you know what? Both of them are just dimes in my heart. Dime piece humans. Every time that little box pops up, I'm like, it's like very startling. What's up? This machine kills music. You have the Tempur-Pedic, man. Don't rub it in, man. Congrats on the new release. Thank you. Yes, TMR2 funded. We did it. Very excited to hold this thing in my hands. This album is so important to me. And the fact that all of you either love it or you're willing to give it a chance for me means a lot. Which variant of Halo should you look for? Honestly, go for the Halo Combat Evolved. It's very, or Halo 2. Both are out of print and very expensive, but those are like the classics, you know? We're making you laugh with the greatest rapper. All right, let me know who's the greatest rapper then. What have I? Who am I missing as the greatest rapper? We've listed some huge ones. Rakim's amazing, but like not number one. I mean, if we're talking about Dylan, and Dylan, the greatest rapper is obviously Fred Durst. Everyone knows that. Kanye, I don't even like him that much. You don't have to like Kanye, but you have to admit that he's talented. If you don't think Kanye's talented, you're clouded by some kind of false judgment. There was a cool question. For those who can't do TMR Fest, how would you go about selling a decent chunk of records? Honestly, I mean, like, look for a local record fair. And see if you can like get a table there. It's probably the best move. You work for a luxury hotel and got one of your matches for $500. That's not a terrible idea. I haven't even thought about that. All right, call up some hotels. Just be like, give me a mattress. And they'll be like, who are you? And I'll be like, I need to sleep. And they'll be like, all right, well, you can rent a room. And I'll be like, I want to buy a mattress. And they're going to be like, well, you can't buy a mattress. And I'll be like, someone in my live stream said I can. And they'll be like, all right, sir, we have guests. We have to go. And then I'll never stay at that hotel. I'm dead. You see how red I am right now? The fact that I've given you guys no scripted content for weeks and you still come and see my live stream and still drop the heavy super chats, that means the world. It really does. You guys are incredible. Mike, when you fly out to TMR 2, and same for you, Ryan, TMR Fest 2, you guys will get a special VIP treatment of some kind. I have to figure out exactly what it is, but you guys will be compensated in ways of experience beyond your wildest imagination. Because I know you're both flying. If you're both doing this right now, you're obviously going to fly out for TMR Fest 2, wherever it may be. Oh, the dislike dude's here? Let them sleep together on my mattress and pillow. You guys will get the special VIP treatment. Ryan, please, you have exceeded all expectations. Do not feel Mike is a special breed of crazy, just like I am, and I feel like to battle him is a futile endeavor. He's like the final boss of a video game. Viper is the best rapper, that's true. Y'all cowards don't even smoke crack. Good to see some content. Yeah, man, I'm trying. Like, starting next week, there should be a steady stream of high-quality Wednesday videos. It's just this week I couldn't get it done in time. Best concert I've ever been to. I want to do a video talking about my favorite concert experiences. I just don't know if you guys would care about that. Would you guys want to see a video? Maybe I can tie it into like my favorite record of that artist and talk about like when I saw them and anything special that happened. Would you guys, is that content you guys would appreciate, or is that kind of a waste of time? All right, cool. I wish I had footage of the concerts, but that's great. I have some crazy concert stories. There's one time I met Yonsei and then watched him. I won't even spoil the story. But I have a lot of concert stories that are terrific. I'm gonna actually do a national video ranking their discography, which has been increasingly hard to do as I go back to it. So I'm gonna do a video about the Nationals discography, and for those who are trying to get into them or those who are huge fans, it'll be really cool to kind of see. All right, I forgot I did my desert trip recap. That was fun. Desert Trip was one of the best shows I've ever seen in my life. Roger Waters was life-changing. Um, so so Sandy and I used to do concert reviews. Like, we would go to the shows and take footage and then talk about them. And this was in the infantile days of the channel. But they would get like horrible views. It would get like 80 views after a week. So we stopped doing the concert reviews. But maybe kind of videos that are more retrospective and kind of referring back. If I can find pictures of the concert, I can maybe overlay them into the video. I think that would be cool. I should probably, I think I should probably look into doing some more concert review videos. But I should also talk about. I got to keep it vinyl centric, right? So I should also talk about maybe I got a record signed at the concert. Darren, all of those are excellent stories, and you should do a video talking about all of those, because that's hilarious. There's another layer when it comes to concert with visuals. Maybe if the band isn't good live. Yeah, I mean, I could talk about what I feel about it. Am I going to finally collab with Pad Chennington now that I'm in New York? The Vaporwave Valedictorian? I'd love to collaborate with him. I know he mentioned in a live stream once he'd like to collab with me. I've reached out to him a couple times. Like on Twitter, he sometimes responds. Hey, we got a super chat. Sophia. What's up, Sophia? When you're a broke student but you want to join the fun, what is a band that you think is over... Oh, that wasn't part of your question. That was you just qualifying it. Let me dial it back. What's a band you think is underrated that you haven't talked about before? Wow, that's a really good question. A band that I haven't spoken about, but I think is underrated. Not Vertical Horizon, that's for damn sure. Wow, that I haven't spoke about. Okay. I don't have too much to say about it, but the first thing that comes to mind is Crowded House. They're a kind of rock band, pop rock, power pop-ish band from Australia, and they're incredible. Crowded House is super underrated. They have some of the catchiest songs beyond their big singles. Like, their albums are pretty excellent. So if you want a new band that I think anyone could get into very easily, Crowded House is a solid choice for sure. I think I want to start talking more about bands from the 60s through 80s, because I talk so much about modern music, but I have a lot of love for the classic stuff too. So I think once I get situated, I'm going to start to rifle through my classic stuff and do more deep dives into those eras. Not a Surf is great. Iron and Wine is great. Candlebox is great. Have I been to a Khruangbin concert? Not yet, but I'm dying to go to one. My favorite local band? Well, I don't know. I mean, New York City has like 1 billion local bands, and LA had 1 billion local bands, so it's kind of hard to... It's not like I'm in a small town where there's like 3 big bands that are like the locals. It's kind of like everyone is a local band. So... Am I enjoying my Bill Withers live record? I haven't got to listen to it yet. It's killing me. I'm very familiar with the Beta Band. Beta Band is wonderful. I remember Beta Band was among the first indie bands I've ever listened to. Back when I was a sophomore in high school, my friend got me into indie music. We were driving around in my town in his car. He played me Neutral Milk Hotel. He played me Pavement. He played me Of Montreal. And he played me Beta Band. I remember all of those bands I like to this day. And that was my introduction to like indie music. And I was like, this is crazy. Because at the time I was like, the Killers are the best band ever. Have you heard them? So like, yeah, it's, I love Beta Band. Thoughts on Paranoid Cocoon by Cotton Jones. I don't even know what that means. Yeah, of course I've heard Wolf Mother. But I only think I know Joker and the Thief. Is that their big song? I don't really think I've actually sat and listened to any of their records. Guys, I just want to... Oh my God. Super chat. Nick Ruddo. Best album to put on during a dance party. Obviously, guys, Future Funk. Any Future Funk album is going to be a hit at any dance party. Any of Young Bae's records, any Flamingosis record. If you don't move your feet when Future Funk is on, you must be passed out, because it is just there hasn't been a genre of music that has pulled me off of the ground so fast at a party. Early St. Pepsi stuff, all Future Funk is good. But if you want to do stuff that's outside of Future Funk, a dance party. I mean, yeah. I mean, Prince is a great option. Oh man, if you ever heard of Future Funk, Young Bae, Flamingosis, Saint Pepsi. Listen to it, you are gonna bug out. The first one, just listen to Young Bae's latest release. It's called Bae 5, BAE 5. You will love it. Sufjan Stevens, Carrie and Lowell dance party. Sufjan Stevens, Carrie and Lowell crying party. Everyone gets a tissue box. Everyone curls up with a pillow. Everybody cries. What's better, Flamingo's Future Funk or lo-fi hip-hop beats? I like his Future Funk more. Tool's new album, am I buying? Yeah, probably. I mean, depends on if I like it. I like Tool in general. I'm not a huge Tool fan, but Finally Pleased is reissuing 90s R&B hip-hop albums soon. Which ones have they announced? Yo, Young Bae, right? Young Bae's killing it right now. Do I know Elliott Smith? Of course, Elliott Smith is legend. Huge Elliott Smith fan. Did I buy Belle Delphine's bathwater? No, I saw that, though. That was the dumbest thing the internet has ever done. Did I like the new Home Shake album? I actually didn't listen to the new Home Shake album. I love Home Shake, but I didn't have a chance to listen to it yet. Man, why did the chat keep disappearing? It's like I have to keep scrolling it. How to get a significant other into vinyl? Man, it's kind of hard. You gotta just slowly chip away. Get them a record player. Get them a good record player. That's the way to do it. And then when they see you loving it so much. You didn't get the Handsome Boy Modeling School album? Oh, man, you should have got that. It's so good. Oh, yeah, the ones that they already announced. I'm not picking up any of those, personally, but I guess, Mariah Carey fans are probably stoked about that. I think there's going to be a billion issues of the Mariah Carey record, because their wording was very specific, if you noticed. They said it's the only place to get this variant. What's up, Christian? What's going on, man? Guys, Christian's in the house. If you guys want a really rare Julian Baker record, hit him up. He's the owner of Limited to One, the record store in New York. If you guys saw my last New York video, it's gone already? It's sold? And here, with all the super chats I got in this chat, Christian, I could have bought your copy of Julian Baker. Damn. If only I knew. What, someone just said, we have a lot of time. Thanks so much for the update. I don't think we can make it work for you to meet with... What? Wait. What? We have send you my resume? What, did someone... Jason, what are you talking about? I'm trying to read all of Jason's comments. I'm very confused. I don't understand what's going on. It might be a spam bot. I thought it was like a real narrative, and I was like, oh, let me follow this. Jason, you are a good man. The best electronic music record store in New York is probably Turntable Lab. Ryan, please email me about it, because I will forget. Halcyon? I don't even know. What's Halcyon? Thoughts on AWOL Nation? My thoughts is that they're a pretty terrible band. That's my honest to goodness thoughts. Aerosmith, pretty great band. Like that band. Much better than AWOL Nation. Oh, we'll have to check out Halcyon. I've never been. Who is this Jason clown? What's going on with this? What is happening? Am I the friend everyone lets DJ at a party? No, everyone gets annoyed when I try to DJ because they're like, oh, we get it. You like music. It's your thing. And then they put on like some garbage and I'm like, that's why I got excited in LA to throw my own parties because then I can make my own playlist and it's great. You slept over at my house? I don't think so, Jason. I don't think that's accurate. Super chat from Scott G. The best sounding album in my collection. Oh my god. I mean, Fort Vine TMR1 is up there. I don't want to toot my own horn for my own record label, but it really does sound incredible. I think that possibly my copy of Dead Can Dance Spirit Chaser, the Mobile Fidelity Sound Labs recording, might be the best sounding record I own. I don't know. I'm now that I have the clear audio, which again I just want to talk about how damn good this turntable is. Now that I have the clear audio, I want to seek out more mobile fidelity sound pressings so that I can really take advantage of how good the turntable is. I don't know how to mute him on the oh, here we go. I just put him in timeout. I put Jason in timeout for 300 seconds. Sorry, Jace. Do I keep bad sounding records in my possession? Yeah, I mean sometimes I keep bad sounding records in my possession if they're important to me. I just don't play them. Because here's the thing about record collecting for me. It's, listening is half the battle. The other half is, having a collection of albums you love. I have a lot of rare records that don't sound great. They're just rare because they're scarce and people like the album. So, it's like baseball cards. It's like people collect baseball cards. They want to have the rare cards, but these aren't just visually appealing. They also play incredible music. It's like a double-sided hobby. You get both aspects. You get to appreciate the art and the visual, and you get to appreciate the sound, which is that's why I love it. It combines everything. Some albums you might be sentimental. Some things you might just appreciate because it reminds you of a certain time in your life. And it might not be a good pressing, but you still want to keep it. It's like I was just talking to Christian. He had a really rare version of Sprained Ankle by Julian Baker, and notoriously that album has a ton of bad pressings. It's a very quiet album, and it sounds bad. On my record sounds bad, but I still have it. What's your question? Norral, I'm not sure about that with the misprint. Original press or very limited repress on a pretty color? Everyone asks that question. Do they sound the same? I mean, what it honestly comes down to is fidelity. Is the repress digital? Is the original analog? There are so many. That's not like a black and white answer, and it's not across the board one way or the other. The better sounding record is the one that will prevail for me. The Samurai Champloo vinyl is incredible. It's 3 discs of amazing Fat John and Nujabes. So, definitely. Christian, if they're both analog sourced, I'm going to go with the pretty limited repress without question. Because it checks all my boxes. Sorry, there was a ton of comments just now, and I'm having trouble keeping up with all of them. Loving the Blues Funeral, Mark Lonigan. Ooh, Mark Lonigan's amazing. Blues Funeral's a great record. Yeah, I have the Mark Lonigan box set. His solo career is so good. I mean, everything he's done, Mad Season, Screaming Trees, everything he's done, he's just brilliant. Stuff with Queens of the Stone Age, definitely one of my favorites. My favorite Denzel Curry album, I don't know. It's tough to say. Nostalgic 64 is pretty great. Do I still have my Nujabes cassettes? Of course I do, man. Honestly, my favorite stuff Denzel does is the stuff he does with Lil Ugly Mane. I wish the two of them would do a Watch the Throne. The two of them would collab, make a Run the Jewels type group. The two of them complement each other super well. And Lil Ugly Mane and Denzel Curry would just be the ultimate. It would be terrific. Why is Miles Davis Kind of Blue one of the most important records? I mean, just because it's one of the most appreciated jazz records of all time. I don't know. Miles Davis is one of the biggest names in jazz. That's considered to be one of his best records. I mean, it's just kind of a, I don't know. Do I have a favorite album by Nick Cave? I haven't really sat with Nick Cave and given his discography a full listen. I need to. It's one of those ones I always put off. I don't know why. Jeffrey with the super chat. Question of little importance. Feelies versus Yola Tango. Without question, Yola Tango. Both bands are good, but Yola Tango, for me, they have such a career and such a... It's like their career, they have more albums than anyone realizes, and every one is at least good. Most are great. They've been around since the 80s, and they are still making music, and their most recent album is probably in their top 10, maybe top 5. It's amazing. Yola Tango is one of those bands I've never seen live, and I've always wanted to. And they're a band I think anyone can get into as well. There's not like a a learning curve to get into. You just gotta listen to anything. I Can Hear the Heart Beating is definitely my favorite of their records, but there's so many good ones. Yeah. Do I like Tyler the Creator? I do. Favorite Beatles album is a toss-up between Abbey Road and Revolver. Probably Abbey Road, but Revolver is so underrated. Oh man, Christian, we should go this year. That sounds awesome. What's the most variants of one album that I have? It's a good question. Most variants of one. Probably of Montreal, Hissing Fauna, Are You the Destroyer? Mike just asked me something. Did I get the new Tycho? Yes. New Tycho is amazing. I listened to it this morning on the train to New Jersey, and it's a beautiful record. Saint Sinner's voice is perfect on top of Tycho's beats. Honestly, Tycho is just like, it's amazing. I was skeptical at first that Tycho could put out an album that was going to be great with vocals, and he knocked it out of the park. They're just so good. I don't listen to David Holmes. I'm not sure who that is. Best looking vinyl I have. There's so many. In the Facebook group, someone just posted post your prettiest record, and there was a whole bunch of threads about it. I don't know. There's so many good looking records. I should do more videos that are like showcasing pretty records. Oh, Hadass, you're absolutely right. The record I have the most variants of is Polygonawana for sure. I have probably like 7. That's a good call. Totally forgot. Favorite Nirvana record is Nevermind. They're all good though. Favorite cover art? I don't know. Mike, what's your favorite Tycho album now that you're obsessed with their music? You have to go see them live now. That's the true experience. Although now they're going to have vocalists, so it might change the vibe of their live show a little bit. But Tycho live, the first time I saw, was actually life-changing. It was, I couldn't, the emotion that I felt while watching that show was just like unparalleled. Do I like The Cure? Yeah, I like The Cure. I'm not like a massive Robert Smith fan, but The Cure is good. In Utero is a great record. It's almost as good as Nevermind for me, but Nevermind for me is a perfect grunge record. So we're gonna do about 5 or 10 more minutes in here, and then I gotta run. Got some more. This was a little break from the moving action, but back to the grind. Unfortunately, El Huervo does have really sick cover art. Any bands that are universally critically acclaimed that I can't get into? Yours is Vampire Weekend. Ooh, that hurts my soul. Critically acclaimed I can't get into. I can't think off the top of my head. You guys probably know. I mean, like, I don't know. You guys probably know better. Will I repress Fort Vine Stay Magical? Probably not. It was a one-time thing. Y'all had a long time to grab it. A whole month. Do I have a bunch of signed albums. But what's my thoughts on ordering a signed record versus getting it signed in person? That's a really good question. Actually, I don't mind buying a signed record. It's really nice to get it signed in person because you have the memory attached to it. But if it's just signed and it's not signed to like a name that isn't yours, which is kind of weird, I think it's fine. I think it's cool to buy a signed record if it's a band you love and you want their signature. What's a band I wish I was into but I haven't been able to get into them? That's another really good question. Mike, I could have guessed that Passes Prologue's your favorite. Awake is my favorite, but I don't know. Passes Prologue is his most like ambient, so that makes sense that that's your favorite. I feel like Dive is just a better, more polished version of Passes Prologue, and Awake is just like he hit his that's like he hit his stride. I think I like Weather more than Epoch. I loved Epoch, but I think Weather might be better. Oh yeah, critically acclaimed. I wish I could be into the Mars Volta. I've tried a couple times. I just can't do it. I just can't get into it. I don't know why. And it's probably for the best because all their records are extremely expensive. So probably good that I'm not a fan of the Mars Volta. I can't add any more expensive records or expensive discographies. I've tried listening to The Loudest. I've tried listening to Francis the Mute. I can't do it. Did I talk about how much I hate the Billy and Justin remix? All right, I'm gonna talk about this real quick. I obviously heard some Billie Eilish over the past couple years. Obviously, I've heard it. I never listened to the full album till yesterday. I really liked it. I thought it was excellent. I thought it's unlike anything else out there right now. Obviously inspired heavily by a lot out there, but it carves its own path. And I think the Billie Eilish record is great, and I think Bad Guy is one of the most infectious songs I've heard in a long time. And I heard the Justin Bieber remix today, and I actually liked it a lot. I thought it was good. I thought his verse was fun. And yeah, I'm a fan. I will say that publicly in this live stream for those that are sticking around for 52 minutes of it. I like the Billie Eilish, Justin Bieber collab. That's all. Do I listen to any classical? Not regularly. I don't mind the whisper singing. Opinions on Solange. I think Solange is excellent. I like her as a performer more than I do recorded. I saw her live and I was blown away, and then the albums are good, but I don't think I can find myself revisiting them as often as I'd want to. But she's very talented, and I feel like she has yet to do her best thing she's going to do musically. You have a Billy in the shop on Baby Blue? Oh, is that my housewarming gift? Thank you, Christian. That's so kind of you. Yeah, I'll take that. Can't get into Billy for some reason. Billie Eilish's music is so different than what I usually. Christian, that's true. I'm just being greedy at this point. I did get my gift. My dragon soul. When am I gonna release How to Move vinyl records? That'll come out sometime in late August, possibly early September. I have to get my apartment first, guys. Please, everyone in here, just cross your fingers for me during this apartment hunt. It has been really challenging to find the perfect place. There's 3 of us, and to find a place that has a bedroom large enough to fit all this, plus everything else is challenging. So cross your fingers. I find the perfect spot so I can continue and do an awesome room tour and show you guys the new setup, and then just start kicking out the content like all the time. I'm trying to bump up my output, Wednesday video plus like a weekly segment video plus like a live stream every week. I'm trying to like really kick it up for you guys because I've been so preoccupied up until now with the move and TMR Fest and all that jazz. Yeah, I'm not going to have a studio apartment because there's 3 of us, but I hope that my room is the size of a studio. You're moving the 31st of July? All right, well, DM me on Instagram. I'll try to help you out. Thank you, Mike. And thank you to everyone in this chat who came and chatted. Thank you to everyone who super chatted those crazy super chats. Unbelievable. You guys are the best. Seriously made my whole day. What else do I have to tell you guys? Video coming out Wednesday. Christian, count on it. Video coming out Wednesday. If you guys want TMR merch, we have a big cartel store. It's in the description of my latest videos, so check it out. This hat is seriously amazing. You guys need to, if you wear hats, like this is, like get the damn hat. It's so good. TMR2 is done. I'll post updates on that whenever I can. And yeah, just looking forward to getting back on track with everything and keeping everything going. So thank you all for coming to the live stream. This was great. I'm going to go navigate this box jungle, get back to work. But I'll do another live stream soon. I hope you all have a terrific weekend. And listen to some good music for me. Let me know what you listen to. Have a good one, guys.